Empty hand defense against a knife is about as serious as self-defense gets. Your 3 priorities should be to avoid the knife, control the weapon hand, and disarm the opponent. Anticipate his attack and enter with a rising block. Raise your free hand behind his arm and grab your own wrist. Keep the opponent's arm bent at a 90-degree angle and apply a Jujigarami arm lock. You could also defend with a sling block, following up with a kotegaishi. Slide offline to the dead side as you intercept and redirect the opponent's attack. Follow up with a kotegaishi and disarm. A forehand slash can be caught and redirected with an outer chop. Block his forehand slash with your outer chop, then follow up with kotegaishi and disarm. The outside clam can be used to block and catch the opponent's knife hand. Hollow out to avoid the forehand slash, then use an outside clam to block the return cut. Follow up with kotegaishi. The outside clam can also be used against a straight thrust. Move to the dead side, trap the opponent's hand, and follow up with a smooth flow of techniques, ending in a disarm and takedown. Check his weapon arm with an outer block. Chop down sharply on the opponent's thumb from above as you use your other hand to base from the bottom. Follow up with a kotegaishi and disarm. If you perform an inside clam, pull the opponent's arm, turn the blade towards them, and return to sender. Finish with a Sankyo arm lock and disarm. Secure the opponent's weapon hand with 2 hands. Pull, bending his wrist downward, and insert the knife between his ribs. The straight thrust can also be countered with a lower X block. Evade the attack by jumping back and hollowing out. Catch the weapon hand with a lower X block and turn it into an udeose arm lock. The lower X block can also unwind into a kotegaishi. Hop back to avoid the thrust and catch the weapon hand with a lower X block. If your right hand is in front, you get udeose. If your left hand is in front, you end up with kotegaishi. Although techniques like these work well in the dojo, the unfortunate reality is that a real knife attack is savage and fast. A real stab is hard to catch, and backing up only allows the opponent to re-chamber and stab again. Instead, you must step in and jam his attack. Begin with the lower X block, and as the opponent pulls his hand back to stab again, step in to continue jamming it. Keep applying forward pressure until the opponent's arm is driven behind it. Control the opponent with an arm lock, then take the knife. It's highly likely that the opponent will grab you with his free hand and keep you from moving in. Counter this by reaching over the opponent's arm to block the knife. Maintain forward pressure, driving the opponent's arm farther and farther back each time he pulls back to strike. Control the opponent and take the knife. However, it's hard to fight against a strong charge. But you can stop the opponent's forward momentum with an eye strike as you reach over his arm. Continue with a smooth flow of counters until the opponent is neutralized. Move slowly in practice, both for your partner's safety and so you can better learn the technique. This technique is probably your best bet in surviving a real knife attack.